Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showcasing Bold 21.0.15 and this is the biggest update I've released to my Roblox frameworks or library, whatever you want to call it. So far. It's not actually been released yet, but I hope to release it next week or two. Anyway, so in Bold 21.0.15, biggest update is the function for shooting, which is bolt.shoot, with 5 attributes in it. So to test this out, I have a simple pistol. This is one of the free Roblox models, and then there's of course the handle on it. So I'm going to put this in the starter pack, and of course I have our bolt file with all of our functions inside of it that is required for making this. So to get started, I'm going to create a new local script inside of my pistol. I'm going to call this client. Now you might think I'm calling this client because I will need a server. But no more dealing with remote events or remote functions, because they're not needed anymore when you use Bolt. Neither is server script, so it's all just done through the client, through one line of code to do everything. So I guess the first thing we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to define the bolt file. So local bolt is equal to require game get service replicated storage colon wait for child bolt. Now this is required because this basically defines where bolt is, and it needs to know where it is to use it. And bolt has to be inside replicated storage if you want to be able to use it from a client or a server script. If you just have it in the server script service, you can only access it from server scripts and not from local scripts. Next line is totally optional, but I do like to use it, is print bolt is now running, and this basically just makes sure bolt is running. I'm going to concatenate it with script.name so we know which file bolt is running in, because we're probably going to have a lot more files than just this one in our game. So next thing is I'm going to define a few variables. So local player is equal to game get service players dot local player, and then local mouse is equal to player get mouse. Next, we're going to get into the action. The next line we're going to do is a function for when the mouse is clicked while the pistol is equipped. So script.parent.activated.colon connect function. And then this is the code that does all of them. This line of code now is going to be doing all the magic. Just one line of code. This is number 8 here. So we're going to do bolt. This is referencing this up here. So then we're going to do bolt.shoot is the function. And there's 5 attributes inside this function. First one is the player that sends the function. The second one is the origin position. The next one is the mouse position when clicked. So when the mouse is clicked, gets the mouse position, and that's what is sent through next. The next one is the damage done by the pistol. So damage, and the last one is this damage, how far the bullet is going to travel. So we're going to leave player as it is. The origin position is script.parent handle position. The mouse position when clicked is mouse.hit.p, p standing for position. The damage, we're going to do 50, and the distance I'm going to do 300 studs. So I guess what we're going to do next is a dummy here into this place. So I'm going to build a rig, block rig, pop it there beside the spawn, and play. And you will be able to see what was there. And look at this, we have a working gun in just a few lines of code. One line of code that just does all the magic, that does out with a remote event and does out with a server script. Makes it so much more simple. This one line of code here does all your magic. Now of course, as I said, Bolt isn't released yet, so you can't really use it yet, and it will be open source when it is released, but of course it isn't actually yet. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to release it as soon as I can.